That was strange. I'm going to have to resend this out to everybody. For some reason, it just didn't start filming. So let me resend the stream out real quick to everybody in the break, and then we'll get started. Second attempt. All right, I can see my hand in front of the camera. Good. All right, let me forward this back out. Second link. First link. Camera wasn't working. All right, let me send this back out. Joe Desky, Mike Haralambis. Who else we got? Harlan, Lurch, Goody, Ox. Who else we got? Light, Desky, Ox, okay. Light, Desky, good. Okay, Lurch, Benner, Rival, Lurch, Benner, Scheffler for Rival, Aaron Wise, Vanover, Haralambis, Light, Desky, Haralambis, good. B3, Lurch, Desky, good. Haralambis, Ken Calora, so Ken, good. Goody, good. All right, I sent it back out to everybody else. I don't know what was wrong with the camera that first time, but it just wasn't going. So, bear with me just a moment. Joe actually took Carolina off the board, so I got to mark that down. I'm pretty sure Donnie said he wanted Houston, but I haven't heard a confirmation from him yet. So until he confirms, I'm not going to write it down. 22. Going to Joe Desky. Joe Desky. Let me mark you paid as well, sir. Thank you. Just saw that came through. Good. Desky. Joe Desky. Good. And good. Okay, got you marked down. Let me just write you down on Arizona. Deski. Put a little 5 next to that because that's the 5th squad. Boom. All right. Cool. So we still got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams out there total. Atlanta final price drop down to 23. Cincy final price drop down to 30. Houston final price down to 35, and I think Rival is taking them, but I'm not sure. He said he would, but then he said he wanted to see if anyone else took them, so I guess he's waiting. I'm not sure, so I got to check with him. Let me actually just message him now. You want Houston for 35? Let me know. So we'll see what he says. But right now, Houston's still on the board for 35. You got the Raiders and the Saints both still out there for 64. Jets are still out there for 18, under 20. And then Tennessee still out there for 70. So if anybody wants any of those 7 or possibly 6 remaining teams, let me know. All right, it does look like Donnie is going to take Houston. So let me mark that down. Rival jumping on Houston. All right, we're moving, guys. Let's go. What do we got? Who's taking what? Still got 6 out there. If anyone wants any one of them, let me know so I can mark it down before we get started. Rival on Detroit and Houston. There we go. All right, so I got him marked down. All right, 6 teams still out there. Atlanta for 23, Cincy for 30, Vegas for 64, Saints for 64. You got the Jets for 18, and then Tennessee for 70. Let me also fire off this second link to Erin because I know she's not really on Facebook right now. So she's not going to see the message there. There we go. Shot that over to her. Man, I've been going through my collection, B3. I've been kind of getting organized, inventorying everything. I found my 2020 box. You guys got to see some of this stuff. This is wild. Absolutely wild what I was able to find quarterback-wise for the 2020 group. Now, I sold a lot of my Herberts and Burrows off back when Burrow made the Super Bowl and when Herbert made the Pro Bowl and kind of made the playoffs. I think the second year he made the playoffs. So I sold a lot of that stuff off. But, man, you guys got to see some of the love. Tua, forget for now, because he's kind of, Tua's on ice. Tua is on ice, as Gary would say. But you got to see some of the loves and some of the hurts that I found. Check it out. So like this is Jordan Love starting back with like the collegiate stuff back when, you know, there was still collegiate coming out. It was 2020. I was just getting back in. Silver draft picks, sticker, Panini Instant. Then you get into some of the pro uniform lower end stuff. A lot of Chronicles. You got a lot of Illusions. Illusions Blue. That one was nice. Then you get into contenders. Man, the rookie of the year was so nice looking back then. The Omegas out of contenders. Panini out of contenders. Just wait. You guys will see. It gets better. Luminance. All love rookies. Call to Arms from Playoff. Man, I miss Playoff. I loved Playoff. Donnie, you remember how much Heather, the Sparkle Queen, loved her some Playoff? God, she hated that. Mosaic Debut. Select Certified. Concourse premier level. You got the Elite Series out of Optic back in the day. Look at that marble background. Oh, so sweet. Couple of rated rookies, Optic rated. Playoff again behind the numbers. Rookie Wave out of Playoff. God, I miss Playoff. Green Mosaic, Canvas rated rookie, the negative rated rookie. Prism Red, White, and Blue twice. You got the numbered Pink Mystique. I think that was numbered to 399, 300 out of 399. Jordan Love, 82 out of 99. Plates and patches. I missed that too. Look at that beautiful patch. 3-color. Nasty. RPA to 99. You got the dual color patch there. Single and a football. 93 out of 99. RPA out of Phoenix Bronze. That was 17 out of 35. And then the Zebra Concourse die cut. All rookies. Like, this is the stuff I'm finding as I go through the 2020 box. Wild. Crazy stuff. You guys should see the Hertz stack, too. Let me see if oh, yeah, it's right on top. I'll go through it. Hertz is even better. Hertz has got more stuff. Check this out. Just, you know, while we wait for people to join us, I figured I'd show you guys what I found. So the collegiate stuff, right? Legacy, Score, Chronicles. That was a nice one, the blue. The old school 2020 out of Certified, the graffiti cards. You got Phoenix, Collegiate out of Chronicles, draft picks. This is all Jalen Hurts, draft pick silver, Under the Lights out of Legacy. I missed Legacy too. Next up out of Playbook, the passport cards or the mugshot cards. God, I miss Playbook too, man. So many good brands they're not making anymore. Another Playbook, Omega. You got the rookie Gridiron Kings. What a great design it was in 2020. Playoff Momentum, the Acetate. You got Illusions Blue again. Beautiful. All these are rookies. Illusions out of the Hobby. Panini a couple times out of Chronic. Absolute. Look how nice Absolute was back in the day. Bunch of Luminance. 3 of them. Gridiron Kings. Rookie of the Year. So many of those. Those were beautiful cards. The Blue Press Proof. Dynagon. Oh, I missed that too. What a beautiful set those were. The Dynagon Silvers. Select, that's your concourse level. That's your premier level. That's your field level. That's a big card for Hertz. Couple debuts out of Mosaic. Couple base out of Mosaic. Red, orange reactive and red reactive. Phoenix. Man. Panini Black out of Chronicles. All rookies for Hertz. Optic Silver. Your Optic Red Concourse die cut. And your red, white, and blue. You got the Flash Green Sparkle. Flashes of Greatness, 19 out of 20. That was a nice one. numbered rookie to 399. Rookie Phenoms out of Optic on the Blue Hyper. You got the Mammoth Materials out of Playbook, 16 out of 199. Jalen Hurts rookie memorabilia patch out of Phoenix. That one was numbered to 100 out of 100. That was nice. Then you got the purple. That one's numbered out of 75, 58 out of 75. You've got the Genesis on the debut out of Mosaic. And then the RPA 004 out of 149. So really cool, man. Like, just some really cool stuff that I was able to find going through the 2020 stuff that I just didn't know I still had, right? Like like I said, I'm starting to go through stuff in the office, and I'm just finding stuff that, like, I forgot I had, let alone my Mahomes and Travis Kelce collection, right? Like, that collection is just ridiculous. The Mahomes and Kelce stuff is nuts. Just so much cool stuff that I was able to find that I just stowed away and forgot that I stowed it away, you know? Like, you put stuff away years ago, like, oh, I think this guy's going to be good, I'll revisit it. And then 4.5, 5 years, almost 6 years goes by, and you don't realize how much time had passed between when you said you were going to go back to it and when you actually got back to it. Oh, my Lord, man. Wild. What I was able to find just going through the boxes on the top. Like, things that I found a couple years ago, put back away, but it was, you know, it was on the top. It's not like, you know, I went through every box yet. It's just kind of crazy. But anyway, that's, you know, what's been keeping Blinky busy. Wild. Let's get to a list of ownership on this and get started, because it's not getting any, the night's not getting any younger. It's 11 o'clock at this point. So here we go. We've got Giuseppe Deschi on the Cardinals. Atlanta is still out there and available. $23 if anybody wants them. We got Adam Light on the Ravens. Joe Deschi on the Bills. Charles Wiley Oxendine on the Panthers and the Bears. Cincinnati, Joe Burrow and the Bengals still out there and available for $30. You got Joe Lurch on the Brownies. Harlan Benner on Dallas. Ox also on Denver. We got rival Donnie Scheffler on the Lions and the Texans. We got Erin Wise, the birthday girl, on the Packers. It is her birthday, so if you talk to Erin today, shoot her a message. Definitely say hello and happy birthday. We've got Matty V, Mr. Vanover on the Colts. Mike Haralambis on the Jags. B3 on the Chiefs. Raiders still out there and available for $64. Adam Light on the Chargers, Joe Deschi on the Rams, Adam Light on the Finns, Joe Deschi on the Vikings. We got Mike Haralambis on the Patriots, Saints still out there and available for $64. B3 on the G-Men. We've got the Jets still out there and available for $18. Joe Lurch on the Eagles, Joe Deschi on the Steelers, Mike Haralambis on the Niners, Ken Colora in on Seattle. We've got Ox on Tampa. Tennessee still out there and available for $70 if anybody wants them. And then Goody rounding us out on the Washington Commanders / Redskins / football team, depending on the year and the player. All right, now we are going to get started on what's on the table. I will leave the teams that are still up there, open and available, up there for now until we get the first box opened up and broken down. Then if nobody claims any of the remaining teams, we will mark them as being kept by the house, and we will move forward with the break. Let me just clean off this table a little bit. Mr. Ox, what up, sir? Welcome in, welcome in. Just going to get some of the lint and dust off the table. I've been doing some card cleaning, going through the collection, finding some stuff that I may want to move off of this playoff season. Really just kind of getting organized and possibly prepared to move offices. So yeah, just been kind of getting situated, which is nice. You know, I feel like I'm getting stuff accomplished. All right. Where we at? Let me get my phone out of the way. There we go. All right, so what's on the table? What are we breaking tonight? Well, first things first, we've got Absolute Hobby. Like I said, Kaboom Chance, it's a rare hit, but it's a big hit. Go look at any rookie. There's not one single rookie that's not at least 500. Just so much value in the Kaboom. The only super short print that's worth more is the Color Blast, and that's even debatable. You pull a Kaboom Gold or a Kaboom Purple, I mean, you're talking monstrous amounts of. I think the Tyler Shuck Purple just sold for like 3,800 or something. It's wild. Why they're rumored to be numbered to 2, right? Gold to 10. So, I mean, just crazy the value on these Kabooms. It's absolutely insane. So if I have to keep a couple of teams, it doesn't bother me because there is that slight chance that I might hit an absolute monster that would pay for it 30 times over. So, you know, there's a shot. All you need is $1 and a dream, right? Just like they say for the lottery. So Absolute Hobby, 3 autos, 2 mems total, usually 2 numbered per pack as well, 2 numbered out of the 5 that are in each. So you're talking about 6 numbered, 3 autos, 2 mems. You're looking for the Rookie Premier Material Autos plus the Ultra Rare Kaboom and Stained Glass. Now, we did hit the Stained Glass. That came out of this case already, so we're still looking for the Kaboom. Big possibilities there on Absolute. What else we got? Well, we've got the retail boxes. So these are a little bigger than a Mega. Megas have 10 packs. These have 24. Megas also have inside the packs, I believe it's 10 cards. Let me look. Yeah, 10 cards in each pack, 6 packs, so 60 cards. But the retail boxes have 8 cards in a pack, 2 less, but 24 packs, so almost 2.5 times the pack. So it's like 2.5 times a Mega. Looks smaller, but they really pack this thing filled with cards. You're looking for the stunning inserts of Best of Panini Instant, White Hot Rookies. Also looking for the ultra rare Downtown. They have autos. There's a ton of nice hits that come in here. We've got 2 of them. They run for about $125 a box, depending on where you get them from. So they're, you know, like I said, about 2.5 times a Mega. So this is the equivalent of like 5 Megas. So, excited for these. Every year I get my hand on a few of them that are sealed. It's tough to do because most stores and most just distros cut them open. But I like to try to find them sealed because I know they're not tampered with. No one messed with it or tried to figure out what's in what. So 2 sealed retail boxes. Like I said, double the size of the Mega. Equates to about 5 Megas. Now, you've also got a half a case of Donruss blasters. That is the purple ones. We're finishing up the case from the last break. So you got 10 of them. Purple. You also have 2 of the blue. I just threw them in as extra. Those are the ones from Target. Purple is from Walmart. The main difference between the 2, they both have downtowns, obviously, but the blue ones, you're looking for the red hot rookies. The purple ones, you're looking for the white hot rookies. So that's the difference. Otherwise, both have 15 cards per pack, 6 packs. Like I said, we got 10 of the purple, 2 as I threw, 2 bonus blue that I just threw in as extra. So 12 total blasters, 2 blue. Actually, we'll leave those up front because I think we're going to start with those. And then you got 10 of the purple. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So half a case of blasters. Half a case of the perp, 2 extra of the blue. We're going to get started with the blue. That's what we'll go with first, the 2 bonus blasters. Really tried to add a good amount of Donruss into this to, you know, make up for the priciness of this break, because the Absolute Hobby boxes are going for like, you know, when they first released, they were like $6.50 a box. Now they're going for $7.50. They're super expensive because, like I said, the Kaboom is just the highest value super short print that you can hit. So people are, you know, savvy to that. You know, they see the prices, they see what the cost of that hit is doing, and they want to get their hands on it, obviously. So the price of that hobby box just continues to rise. I will tell you that when we get close to the Super Bowl, the absolute hobby boxes will be selling for somewhere between $850 and $1,000 a piece. I can pretty much guarantee it. Just from what's happened over the last 5-6 years of us breaking and actively collecting, I've kind of watched the price of those boxes adapt to what's going on in the market year over year. So, like I said, when it comes down to keeping a few teams for an absolute break, I don't mind, because if I happen to get lucky, it's huge. 6 teams still left. 6 teams out there and available. One more time, I'll go through them and read them out. Anyone, if you want one, let me know. If not, I'm going to go in and mark them all as kept, and we're going to close this thing up and get started, because the first box is opened and ready to go. One more time, throwing it out there. Atlanta is at $23. Cincy at $30. Houston at $35. Oh, no, I can take Houston off of there. So let's unpin that. Let's delete that message. And then we'll throw this up with Houston marked as sold, because Donnie took down Houston already. So it's not 7 teams, it's 6. There we go. All right, so one more time. 6 teams still out there, open and available. Atlanta is $23. Cincy is $30. Vegas is $64. Saints is $64. Jets are only $18. And Tennessee is at $70. So if anyone wants any of those 5 or 6 teams, let me know. If not, no big deal. I'm going to go in now and just mark them. Get ready to type in the post that we're going to keep them. So I'll give it about 30 seconds. If anybody wants one of the last remaining 6, let me know. If not, we will keep them. You got about 30 seconds to decide. Scheffler on Houston. And then B3 will keep the remaining 6 teams. ATL, Cincy, Vegas, NOLA, Jets, Tennessee. We are closed. All right, let me go update the list of ownership real quick. Houston 35. That was Donnie. And then let's mark all these down. So Atlanta, all right, Atlanta's marked. Cincy is marked down. Good. Vegas is marked down. Saints marked down. Alright, so we got Atlanta's 3, Cincinnati's 4, Vegas is 5, Saints is 6, Jets as number 7. Dang. I didn't realize I was keeping that many. Holy cow. That's alright. All good, baby. All good. I like to try my luck sometimes too, you know? Might as well. 8, 16, 24, 32. Damn, I'm keeping a quarter of the teams. Crazy. All right, B3, let's get it. We are done. We are marked as closed. Time to go get it. Good luck to you guys. And good luck to me. All right. Let me unpin that and remove it. Boom. We are ready. Five in here watching. Wonder how anyone know if the Knicks won tonight? They're on a 5-game losing streak. They did. They beat the Clippers 123-111. Wow. That's awesome. They needed that big time. Big time. Good stuff, Knickerbockers. Good stuff. All right. Let's get started, B3. Here we go. Good luck. Leading us off on the night is going to be Jonathan Taylor, little JT, Jerome Ford, Algier, Njoku, Derek Harmon. Going out to Pittsburgh, that is Joe Desky. Bayshell Tutton to Mike Haralambis. You've got Najee, Warren Moon, Kenny G, Rousseau, Alvin Kamara on the Elite Series going out to B3. You got Rashee Rice, Upchurch, Odighizuwa, Chase Brown, Jason Taylor, Richard Todd, J.K. Dobbins, JD, 5. You got Emeka Egbuka going out to Ox, and Elijah Arroyo going out to Ken Kalora. McNabb, Hushmanzada, Byron Murphy, Josh Jacobs, Cam Scattaboo on the Rookie Revolution. Going out to B3 on the G-Men. You got Diggs, Darnold, Goff, Braylon Allen, Vita Vea, Jordan Addison, Brock Bowers, Mingo, Derek Carr, Mbo going out to B3. Dwayne Bowe, Madison, Mapu, Scary Terry, Road to the Super Bowl, Josh Allen going out to Joe Desky. You got John Lynch, Alec Pierce, Pat Fryermuth, Josie Jewell, T.O., Mooney, Coleman, Rogers. You got Xavier Watts going out to Hotlanta, that is B3. Riley Leonard to Matty V. MPJ, Xavier Worthy, Groupie, King Henry, Colson Loveland on the Red Hot Rookies going out to the Bears. That is Ox. Very nice. You got Theo, Josh Allen, Laporta, Gabe Davis, McFadden, Coker, Tony Richardson, Dalton Schultz, Trevor Etienne going out to Ox, Keandre Lambert Smith going out to Adam Light. You got James Cook, Big Cat Leo Williams, Jerry Jeudy, Jared Verse, Dak on the throwback going out to Harlan, Anzalone, Shake and Bake, Mike Wilson, Gannon, Hester, Jamo, Stone, Bateman, Derek Carr on the press proof. That is B3 as well. Jaden Blue going out to the Cowgirls. He looked good last week against the Giants. Deontay Thornton going out to the Raiders. That is B3. You've got C-Mac, Lamar, Jalen Wright, T-Sizzle, Troy Franklin, Fairbairn, Brees, and C-Watt. So first box in the books. Top cards coming out of there were the Loveland Red Hot. Bears in the playoffs. They are alive and fighting. You've also got the short print Rookie Revolution for Scattaboo. He is getting healthy, man. That ankle is starting to get better. Excited to see what will happen with him as we move forward towards next year, man. The Giants really felt it when he was not with them, you know. Once he went down for the year, they felt it. It was not good. Tyrone Tracy, man, still a good running back. Like he had 1,000 all-purpose yards, you know. He's not bad, but he wasn't Scattaboo. Scattaboo just him and Dart, the connection they had, the energy they played with, they really knew how to galvanize that team and make them play for something, like have a little juice and a little fight, but just not enough to power them to wins, and it cost Dave's his job, and it just all went south. But such is life. Just the way it goes. And you're not winning. All right, blue number 2. The second and only Target blaster before we get into the half case of the Walmart or the purple blasters. Figure we have a couple little bonus ones here, so we'll start with those. Thought that security tag was going to fall out, but it didn't want to. Until I turned it upside down, and then of course it pops out. All right, here we go. Number 2, numero dos. Hopefully Erin pops in and says hello. I saw on my calendar today it popped up that it was her birthday. Threw her PC team as a little happy birthday wish. Erin, big time supporter of the group and the page. We wouldn't be where we are right now without her over the first 2 to 4 years with her support. So on her birthday, love to throw her a little something. I've done it for a few of you guys on your birthdays over the years. Just my way of saying thank you, in addition to doing the free break and all that for the guys that are currently, guys and gals, that are still currently active. That gives them a little something to chase too in a freebie. So just one of the many ways I try to give back to you guys when I can. So long story short, what I'm saying is, E, thanks for being you and for all the support over the years. Happy birthday. Big shout out to you. Here we go. Box number 2. Kyle Van Noy, Cam Chancellor, Hines Ward, Hunter Henry. You got Kenneth Grant going out to Miami. That is Adam Light. RJ Harvey to Denver. That is Ox. We got Charles Woodson, Ricky Williams, Torrey Holt, Bijan, Alec Ayomanor going out to B3 on the unclaimed Titans. We'll take that. You got Jay Jetta, EJ Speed, Musgrave, Kendre, Megatron, Amon Ross, Sanistril, Trey McBreezy, Pat Bryant going out to Denver and Ox. You've got Godwin, Reed, Carmichael, Montgomery, Mad Max, Crosby on the Dominators. That one going out to B3 as well. Bijan Robinson on the short print, Galaxy of the Stars. It's a nice little $5 pop. I'll take that on the unclaimed Falcons. Pacheco, Chubby, Boomer, Will McDonald, Shakir, Mike Evans, Devonta Smith, Josh Allen. You got Khalil Mullings going out to B3 on the Titans. Jack Besh to B3 on the Raiders. Jalen Warren, Montez Sweat, Mixon, Taysom, Tyler Shuck on the Red Hot going out to B3 as well. We'll take that. Swifty, Jonnu, Estime, and Ayuk. All right, second half here. What do we got? There's a patch down at the bottom. Jaden Reed, Caleb Williams, Mitchell, Buddha, Benjamin Morrison going out to Tampa. That is Ox. You got Scattaboo coming back out for B3. Micah, Connor, Kelsey, Likely. Travis Hunter on the Bomb Squad rookie going out to Mike Haralambis. Tank, Testaverde, Crosby, T-Law, Levis, Pinheiro, Olave, Simmons. You got Mixon on a press proof for the Texans. That is Rival. Jahad Campbell going out to the Eagles. Joe Lurch. Kyle Williams to the Patriots. That is Mike Haralambis. You got Overshawn, Michael Mayer, Lockett, Douglas, Thielen, Sutton, Jake the Snake, Drake London, Cole Kmet, Ramsey, Kamara, Garrison Hurst, Ashton, Jalot going out to B3 on the Chiefs. Ollie Gordon going out to Miami. That's Adam Light. Then you got Saquon Barkley on the Donruss Threads going out to Joe Lurch, Jahmyr Gibbs, Achan, McLaughlin, Tutu, Cooper Kupp, Jennings, Waddle, and Eli. right, Barkley going up on the board. Joe Lurch starting early. Travis Hunter. Can't wait to see this kid get back. Hunter. Also Malik Neighbors. So many dudes went down with injuries this year that I just can't wait to see him back. Scataboo, of course. Scat went down early with that smashed ankle. No bueno. All right, we got Scataboo on the rookie. Keeping the Giants going. Little Jack Besh. I always thought it was Beck, but it's Besh. Bijan, Galaxy of the Stars. That is a short print. Usually only get 3 or 4 of those in a case. Tough pull. Trying to get a little organized up here, B3, so bear with me for just a moment. There we go. Those are the first 7 podiums up on the board. You got the Eagles, the Falcons, the Titans, the Saints, the Giants, the Jags, and the Bears. First podiums up. Out of 2 blasters. Not bad. Not bad. We're going to do a lot of sleeving later for some of the lower end guys, just to keep the clock moving, because like I said, it is getting ever so close to midnight already. Later start than I wanted to get, but such is life sometimes. You end up starting later and you just got to kind of deal with it and catch yourself up as you go. So that's where we're at. We will try to make it as efficient as possible time-wise to keep us rolling. All right, bench is set. We are good there. Good to go. Let's do one of the retail boxes. One of the big boys. I've always found it's easier to just pop the back of the box off so I can reach my fat hands in there and just grab them. Empty box. All right, there we go. 24 packs. Let's get it rocking, B3. That was probably a bad idea to try to stack them up. They're not going to balance. It's a terrible idea. That's going to go down. I know it. Kid card. There we go. I think we're safe from toppling over now. Kid card. This is retail box number 1. The one thing I did notice is there's a lot more inserts in the retail boxes than in the blasters and the megas. So if you're trying to put a set together for a team or trying to get all the different variations of rookies for a certain rookie, the retail box is a good place to go because you get so many different variations of rookies. What's up, Rosas? Well, welcome in, kid. Good to see your name pop up. All right, retail box number 1, just about all the way opened. I think we got 1 pack left. There we go. That is a big stack. Get a swig of seltzer. How you been, Juan? How was your New Year's, your holiday? How's everything going? Oh, you know what? How's your cousin, Richie Gallegos? How's he doing? I haven't seen him pop up in a hot minute either. All right, here we go. Terrell Owens, Geno Stone, Alfred Collins going out to the Niners. That's going to be Mike Haralambis. We got MPJ, Xavier Worthy, CJ Stroud on the throwback. Houston, that is Donnie Scheffler. Ayuk, Tank, Myers, Algier, Gunnar Helm, one of the really good rookie tight ends. That's B3 on the unclaimed Titans. Will Howard on the Steelers going out to, the Steelers going out to Joe Desky. Nice one there, the rookies. Mapu, Scary Terry, Janu, Estime, Adonai, Drake May, Trey Harris going out to the Chargers. That's Adam Light. Dwayne Bowe, Madison. Nice white hot rookies there. Tyler Warren for Matty V. Very nice. Will McDonald, Swifty, Boyd, Dickerson, QJ on the press proof. That is the Chargers. Adam Light. Chimere Dike. This kid's been really great for Tennessee. I'll take that. That's going out to B3. You got Josh Jacobs, little bomb squad for Joey B. I'll take that too on the unclaimed Bengals. Chubby, Boomer, Ramsey, Josh Allen, Malachi Starks going out to the Ravens. That is Adam Light. Hushmanzada, Byron Murphy, best of Panini Instant Joe Burr back again. Throwing down that 3-piece. Heck yeah. He was doing a gritty there. That's B3 as well. Eli, Pacheco, Derek Carr, JMO, Ashton Genty going out to B3. We'll take that. I don't have a lot of Genty. This gives me a chance to stack up on some of his rookies. Will Anderson Dominators going out to Rival, Donnie Scheffler. You got Russo, McNabb, Jennings, Waddle, Downs, Jerome Ford, DJ Giddens going out to Matty V. On the rated, Warren Moon, Kenny G. Nice one for Aaron Wise, the throwback Matthew Golden. We'll take that. First rookie out for E-Dub. Let's get those base out of the way. He's been great. Good to hear that. I haven't talked to him in a hot minute, so I figured I'd just check in. You're the easiest way I have to check. Kendre Miller, Cooper Kupp, Kittle, Mike Williams, T. Ferg going out to the Rams, Joe Desky. Elite Series rookies, Mason Graham going out to the Brownies, Cleveland. That is Joe Lurch. Dak Prescott, Najee, Speed, Musgrave, Richardson, Hines Ward, Mason Graham back again. That one going out to Joe Lurch on Cleveland. Carl Eller, Zay, James Pierce, throwback rated, going out to B3 on the unclaimed Falcons. You've got Chase Brown, Diggs, Jim Kelly, Vita Vea. Press proof DeAndre Swift going out to the Bears. Da Bears, that's Ox. Jordan Watkins going out to Mr. Haralambis. Peyton Manning Legend Series for Matty V. You got Captain Kirk, Upchurch, Osa, Anderson, BTJ, Abdul Carter going out to B3 on the G-Men. Omarion Hampton, Chargers, Adam Light, the rookies, nice hit there. Howie Long, Ty Johnson, Drew Brees, Rashee Rice, Shakir, Olave, Tyler Loop just got cut for missing the field goal that would have put him to the playoffs. Ouch. Baltimore, Adam Light. Tough break for the kid. The Giants should go sign him. We need a kicker, and he was good all year. Chris Jones, Joe Horn, Lamar Jackson on the bomb squad. That one's going out to the Ravens as well. Adam Light. You got Sammy D, Jared Goff, Culpepper, Ocho Cinco, Donovan Jackson for the Vikings. That one going out to Joe Desky. Peyton Manning Gridiron Kings going out to the Colts, Matty V. You got Hollywood Brown, Jalen Polk, Bonito, Jay Jetta, Cole Kmet, Devonta Smith, Press Proof Geno Stone going out to B3, Alec Ayumanor going out to B3, Jimmy Graham Legend Series going out to B3. Bad season for the Raiders. Yes, for sure. You know what I was just saying too, Juan? I was just saying that I didn't realize, like, all-purpose yards, right? Ashton Genty had like 1,300 all-purpose yards. 1,100 of those yards, catches, receptions and carries, 1,100 of those yards came after contact. So he got 200 yards without being touched and then had to gain 1,100 yards after contact. That's how bad the Raiders' line was at both pass protecting and opening up holes in the run game. How bad is that, dude? That is awful. That's like Giants level offensive line play bad. And the Giants have historically had one of the worst offensive lines in the last decade. Up until this year, they were ranked like 14th or 15th. So they kind of dug out of that hole this year. But over the last decade, it's been that bad. So that's how bad of a year the Raiders had, bro. That this poor man couldn't go 3 yards without being touched. An average of 3 yards. Every time he'd get the ball in the backfield, step up 2 yards and be a yard from the line of scrimmage. Not even be at the line of scrimmage yet, and he'd already be getting hit in the backfield, getting pummeled. Just teed off on. Really bad. Like historic level bad. And I'm sitting here thinking like, oh man, Genty's ass. He's terrible. Like, he's not doing nothing. I don't think it was his fault, dude. Like, if you can't even get out of the backfield before you're getting hit, odds are it's not really your fault the team is playing like crap. You know? Like, it's not your fault that they can't block nobody. Wild. All right, we're into the second half of the retail box. Let's go. We got Cade Otton, John Jefferson, Pearsall, Mingo, Hester, Mike Green going out to Adam Light, Bryce Young, he's in the playoffs, Kyron Williams, throwback Travis Hunter, bang, nice hit there for Mike Haralambis. You got Christian Watson, Edge, JT, Bowers, Tet coming out, Tedero and McMillan for Ox, nice one there. Tyler Warren, the rookies, Tyler coming back out, heck yeah, Colts. Matty V, you got Tank Dell, DJ Moore, Fairbairn, Brees, Trent Green, Okonkwo, Kelvin Banks going out to B3, K9, Gibson, Lamar on the retro, going out to Adam Light, Gannon, Franklin, AR, Jamal Charles, Quinishon Judkins, going out to Joe Lurch, nice one there, Benford, Herbie, Jaden Higgins going out to the Texans. That's going to be Donnie Scheffler on the Gridiron Kings. You got Shake and Bake. Michael Wilson. This kid had a coming out party this year. He looked great. Mike Evans, Simmons, Torrey Horton going out to Ken Kalora. You got Zach Moss and Greg Dortch. All right, last quarter of the box. Saquon Barkley, champ is here. Going out to Joe Lurch. Gabe Davis, Anzalone, Dalton Schultz, Hunter Henry. Graham Mertz going out to rival, Donnie Scheffler. Jordan James going out to the Niners. That is a color match on the press proof. Nice one there for San Fran, Mike Haralambis. Michael Penix Jr. Elite Series going out to B3. Brian Burns, Josh Allen, Sammy Laporta, Jamar Chase, Jordan Addison. Shedeur Sanders, rated rookie, going out to Joe Lurch. We will take that. Scary Terry Action All Pros going out to Goody Goody. You got Julian Love, Gasecki, Jewel, Theo, Saquon, Dangerous, Jade Barron, Denver. That is Ox on the rated. You got Dominators, Michael Pittman Jr., Blake Corum, Kirk Cousins, Alec Pierce, The Mooth is Loose, Debo, Seti Tillman, Jalen Noel going out to rival, Donnie Scheffler, Michael Penix, Derwin, Tyler Shuck coming back out on the throwback Donruss. One more time for B3, Braylon Allen, John Lynch, Chuba, Neon Dion, Harold Fannin going out to Joe Lurch on the rated, Bayshell Tutton Elite Series going out to Mike Haralambis. Then you got DeMarcus Robinson, JOK, Ferguson, and D-Hop. It's damn embarrassing. Heck yeah, I bet. Yeah, yep. You gotta get a good line somehow. You gotta draft a few linemen down there. I thought Geno wasn't terrible. But, you know, again, he threw the most interceptions in the entire league. But, I mean, again, the line was so bad that you couldn't even run the ball, let alone throw it. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know if you can blame Geno. Maybe you got to go get a quarterback. You have the number 1 overall pick, so you're equipped to do that. But you could also sell that number 1 overall pick and acquire an offensive line. So it's like you've got options, you know. But I think they'll go quarterback because you just don't often get a chance to pick that high and to go get your guy. You know, you don't get a chance often to just go get the number 1 quarterback in the draft, whoever you think that is. Whichever quarterback you want, he's yours. Go get him. So you don't get that chance a lot. All right, let's get all this sleeved up.
All right, let's get organized here. Got to put a podium up for them. Podium up for them. Podium up for them. All right, let's get organized here. Colts officially on the board. Shador on the board. McMillan. And Willie Howard. All right. Full row of podiums back there. Heck yeah. All right, let's get our bench in order over here, and we should be good to go. What did I do with Tedero and McMillan? Did I put him up? I did. Colts are on the board. Good. All right, bench is in order. Let's start the half case. Good luck. Little kid card action. We got a patch in there, so we'll send that down to the bottom. All right, box number 1 out of the half case. Good luck, B3. Good luck. You got Buda Baker, Levis, Pinheiro, Olave, Benjamin Morrison, going out to Ox, Cam Scattaboo, going out to B3, McLaughlin, Tutu, Godwin, Ed Reed, the rookies, Jalen Royals. We'll take that. That's going out to B3 on the Chiefs. You got Swifty, Jonnu, Estime, Ayuk, Simmons, Culpepper, Boyd, Tucker. My homies always gets a sleeve. Campbell going out to Joe Lurch. Kyle Williams going out to Mike Haralambis. Carmichael, Montgomery, Warren, Sweat, Tank, Testaverde, Crosby, T-Law, Debo, AR, Ocho Cinco, Dickerson, Matthew Golden going out to E-Dub, Jarquez Hunter to Joe Desky. You got Kelsey, Likely, Overshone, Mayer, White Hot, Cam Ward going out to B3. We will take that. You got Love, Corley, Fields, and Puka. All right, first rack on the bench is filled. Let's get Cam Ward up there. He started to play better towards the end, man. He's got a future if they can protect him. All right, second half. Here we go. Warner, Charbonnet, Tua, Tyrone Tracy, Shamar Stewart going out to B3. Jalen Lane going out to Goody Goody. Lockett, Douglas, ATN, Garrett Wilson, Isaac Tesla. Detroit Rock City, that is Donnie Scheffler. Nice hit there. Myles Garrett, Leak, Hawkinson, Tajay, Ramondre, Neon Dion, Tillman, Jamal Charles, Jamar Chase, Press Proof going out to B3. Woody Marks on the rated going out to Donnie. Michael Williams going out to Mike Haralambis. QJ, Luke Kuechly, Darius Davis, Caden Ellis, Leggett, Craig, McMillan, Javante, JSN, Ozzy, AJ Brown, Chuba, Trey Amos going out to Goody Goody. Kyle Hamilton, Donruss Threads going out to Adam Light on the Ravens. Very nice. Then you got Joe Mixon, Taysom, Micah, James Conner, Zay Flowers, Bomb Squad, also Adam Light, Thielen, Sutton, Jake the Snake, and Drake. Jake the Snake and Drake. Little Threads action, Kyle Hamilton getting the Ravens on the board. We'll take that. How do I end up putting 2 in 1? That's crazy. Scadaboo having himself a nice early start. All right. All right, good to go. Let's go to number 2. Blaster number 2. Out of the case. Half case now. Empty box. Get a swig of seltzer here. kid card. Well, that's going nowhere. Shot out of my hand. We got a patch. Second kid card. All right, here we go. Number two. We got Seedy, Grossman, Kelly, Jamar, James Pierce going out to B3. Tyler Shuck going out to B3. Zach Moss, Greg Dortch, Benford, Herbie, Dominators, Chris Godwin going out to Ox. Dontavian, CJ, Keenan Allen, Tyreek, JT, Ford, Algier, Njoku, Jason Taylor, Will Campbell going out to the Patriots, Mike Haralambis, Arian Smith to B3 on the unclaimed JETS, K9, Gibson, Tank, DJ Moore, Luvu, Ferguson, D-Hop, Breezy, Addison, Bowers, Mingo, Carr, Tez Johnson, brother to Bo Nix, going out to Tampa. That is Ox. Tyler Booker, Harlan. You've got Polk, Prescott, Najee, Moon, Ashton, Genty, White Hot. Very nice. Going out to B3. Diggs, Darnold, Goff, and Braylon. We pulled a Genty downtown last break there, Rosas. You would have loved that. Mikey Haralambis hit it. T.O., Mooney, Keon, Rogers. You got Luther Burden going out to Chi-Town. That's Ox. Tyler Warren to Matty V. Gainwell, Russo, McNabb, Hushmanzada. Myles Garrett just broke the sack record. Took out Michael Strahan, who was at the top. One of my all-time favorite Giants. That's Joe Lurch. You got Lynch, Pierce, Freiermuth, Jewell, McFadden, Coker, Richardson, Schultz, C-Mac on the red. Nice color match there for San Fran. Mike Haralambis. Darius Alexander going out to B3. Jalen Royals going out to B3. Murphy, Josh Jacobs, Bo, Madison, Theo, Josh Allen, Laporta, Gabe Davis, Richard Todd, Dobbins, JD5, Vita Vea, Mason Taylor, son of Jason Taylor, going out to B3. And then you got Maserati Marv on the Donruss Threads going out to Joe Desky on one of the last spot mojo spots. Bryce Young, Kyron Williams, Otten, Hollywood, Road to the Super Bowl, Zach Bond going out to Joe Lurch. Then you got Rice, Upchurch, Odigizua, and Chase Brown. Another Threads on the board. This time for the Cardinals. Joe Desky. Got to get the Raiders up there with Genty. He's shown up 3 or 4 times now, so we'll get him on the board. Aw, shucks. Tyler Shuck.
right, good to go. All right, bench is good. Going to box number 3. Little dented box. You know what they say about the dented boxes. 60% of the time, they hit every single time. You remember that, Juan, don't you? 60% of the time, they hit every single time. Those dented boxes, those are where it's at. The lucky boxes. We got another thickie there that should be a patch down at the bottom. All right, let's get a few more top loaders up here. Running low. There we go. Nice new stack. All right, here we go. Box number 3 out of the case. Good luck. We got A.J. Brown, Chuba, Debo, A.R., Tez Johnson coming out for Ox on Tampa. Tyler Booker for Harlan. Byron Murphy, Josh Jacobs, Dwayne Bowe, Madison, Isaac Tesla on the rated rookie retro. Rival, D-Money, Donnie Scheffler. You got Laporta, Gabe Davis, Anzalone, Shake and Bake, Ocho Cinco, Dickerson, Warner, Charbonnet, Tua, Luther Burden going out to Ox. Tyler Warren to Matty V, Mapu, Scary Terry, MPJ, Worthy, Wilson, Gannon, Franklin, Fairbairn, Jamal Charles, Kittle, Adonai Mitchell, Dorsett, Jalen Royals back out for B3, Maxwell Harrison going to Joe Desky. You got Jerry Jeudy, Jared Verse, Run CMC, Lamar, Luther Burden going out to Ox on the White Hot, Ricky Pearsall, Bonito, Jay Jetta, and Speed. All right, we got McConkey, Mack, Purdy, Emmitt Smith, Omarion Hampton going out to the Chargers. Adam Light, Jalen Walker going out to B3. Jalen Wright, T. Sizzle, Art Monk, Trey Benson, Best of Panini Instant. You got Joe Milton doing the backflip. That one going out to Mike Haralambis. Musgrave, Miller, Cooper Kupp, Jennings, Will Anderson, Saquon, Trent Green, Mike Williams, Gunnar Helm on the press-proof red. Very nice for B3. Demetrius Knight going out to B3. Kenneth Grant going out to Adam Light on the Fins. You got Rozier, Vernon Davis, Woodson, Ricky Williams, Jalen Waddle, Eli Manning, Pacheco, Chubby, Tyrone Tracy, Ramondre, Neon Dion, Tillman, Darius Alexander going out to B3. Kyle Hamilton back one more time for Adam Light, doubling up on the threads. Then you got Groupie, King Henry, Cook, Big Cat Leo Williams, Lamar on the throwback for Adam Light, Brees, Seawatt, Edge, and John Jefferson.
Kyle Williams, one of the best safeties in the league. Coming out twice on the threads. Nice royal purple. Very nice looking. We'll take that. Big Luther on the white hot. Isaac Tesla. We got to get him up on a podium now. These suckers sleeved up. Burden and Warren. Alright, good to go. Tesla, will get him up there on a podium. There we go. Alright, number 4. Empty box. Kid card. We got a thickie. Oh, that's not a thickie. I think that might be an optic preview. I think we might have an optic preview in this one, which would be nice. That would be a nice pop, especially if it's a good player. All right, here we go, B3. Good luck. Good luck. McCarthy, Higgins, Lofton, Ceedy. You got Keandre Lambert-Smith going out to the Chargers. Adam Light, Jaden Blue for Harlan. You got Hushmanzada, Murphy, Josh Jacobs, Dwayne Bowe. Legend is Rodney Harrison going out to Mike Haralambis on the Pats. Cooper Kupp, Juwan Jennings, Jalen Waddle, Eli Manning. You got Rex Grossman, Jim Kelly, Jamar Chase, Jonathan Taylor, Deontay Thornton going out to B3. Jack Sawyer going out to Pittsburgh, Joe Desky. Madison, Mapu, Scary Terry, Michael Pittman Jr., little Caleb Johnson, Rookie Revolution. Nice hit there for Pittsburgh, Joe Desky on the short print. Pacheco, Chubby, Boomer, McDonald, Richard Todd, J.K. Dobbins, JD5, Vita Vea, Jordan James going out to Mike Haralambis. Dylan Gabriel going out to the Brownies, Joe Lurch. Big Cat, Judy, Verse, and C-Mac. Sitting on top, Jalen Milroe finally coming out for Ken Calora. Nice white hot there. We'll get the Seahawks up on a podium. So Seattle on the board. Nice rookie revolution there too. We'll get that up on the podium for the Steelers. The Squealers. All right, second half. Here we go. Definitely got an optic preview coming. Tank Bigsby, Testaverde, Crosby, T-Law, Addison, Bowers, Mingo, Derek Carr, Jackson Hawes going out to Buffalo. Joe Desky, nice one there. TJ for Matty V. Sorry, VJT for Matty V. Lamar, Waddle, T Sizzle, Art Monk, holding back. Dylan Gabriel coming out for the Brownies. One more time, Joe Lurch. On the throwback, you got Thielen, Sutton, Jake the Snake, Drake London, Terrell Owens, Mooney, Coleman, Rogers, Malachi Starks, red press proof rated. Going out to Baltimore, Adam Light, that's a nice one. Scoutin going out to the Panthers, that is going to be Ox. Kyle McCord to the Eagles, Joe Lurch, Benson, Rozier, Vernon Davis, Woodson. You got J Love, Corley, Fields, Puka, Ford, Algier, Njoku, Jason Taylor, Travion Henderson finally coming out for the Pats, Mike Carolambis. You got Xavier Worthy, Blake Groupie, King Henry, James Cook. Nice Tyler Warren there going out to Matty V. And then it is Kenneth Grant on the optic preview, the defensive tackle out of Miami. Beautiful card. Adam Light, heck yeah. Then you got Swifty, Jonnu, Estime, and Ayuk. Crazy that the Niners are in the friggin' playoffs. That's probably the best team they've had in the last 3 years. And Ayuk just doesn't want to play. Just away from the team. Sorry, I don't want to play. So strange. Very, very weird. I wonder what's going to happen next year with the Browns with Gabriel and Sanders. Like, I wonder how that's going to play out. Get our bench in order here and keep it rocking. Good. Bench is set. We got one more for the Finns going up. Two more for the Squeehawks going up. And let's go to blaster number 5. Empty box. We got a thickie. And a kid card. All right, let me get a quick seltzer here. Ooh, that's good. All right. Number 5. This puts us halfway through the blaster, half case. A.J. Brown, Chuba, Debo, A.R., Milrow back again for Ken Kalora. Nick Emenwari in the running for Defensive Rookie of the Year, also Ken Kalora. Darius Davis, Caden Ellis, T.J. Watt, Golden Tate. Jaden Higgins, the rookies, going out to rival Donnie Scheffler. You got Bonito, Jay Jetta, Speed, Musgrave, Ocho Cinco, Dickerson, Warner, Charbonnet, Tua, Dylan Sampson going out to Cleveland, Joe Lurch. Ty Felton going out to the Vikings, Joe Desky. Pitts, Quincy Sneed, Levante, Kendre, Cooper Kupp, Juwan Jennings, Waddle, Jamal Charles, one of my all-time favorite Chiefs, Kittle, Adonai, Dorsett, Abdul Carter coming back out for B3, Jordan Watkins going out to Mike Haralambis, McKinney, Warner, Robinson, JOK, White Hot, Matthew Golden going out to E-Dub, McDonald, Swifty, Janu, and Estime. Second half, here we go. McConkey, Mack, Purdy, Emmett, Mason Graham going out to Joe Lurch, Tyler Loop to Adam Light. You got Howie Long, Ty Johnson, Captain Kirk, Carl Eller. Brock Bowers, All Pros going out to B3, Ayuk, Tank, Testaverde, Mad Max, Willie Anderson, Saquon, Trent Green, Mike Williams, Press Proof is Charbonnet going out to Ken Kalora, Jalen Noel going out to Donnie, Jade Barron going out to Denver and Ox. You got Zay, Chris Jones, Joe Horn, Penix, T-Law, Thielen, Cortland Sutton, Jake the Snake, Motor, Tyrone Tracy. You got Ramondre, Neon Dion, Tillman, Harold Fannin going out to Joe Lurch. Nice Chuba Hubbard going out to Ox on the threads, although Dowdle seemed to take his spot. You got Hunter, Brunell, Bucky, Ridley. Hertz on the champ is here for Joe Lurch. Then you got Eli, Pacheco, Chubby, and Boomer. Matthew Golden, Packers getting a podium for E-Dub. That's number 3 or 4 for them. So they're on the board. All right, so we are halfway through the blaster half case. Alright, bench is good. A couple more Packers going up there for E-Dub. Alright, let's go back to the retail box. We got one more, so let's do that. Then we'll do our last 5 or last quarter of the case of blasters, and then absolute hobby last. This retail box was dented, so you know I saved it for last. 60% of the time, they hit every single time. So you got to save the retail box that's dented for last. Empty box, 24 packs, 8 cards per pack. We're going to rip them down and then get started. Although there's more packs to rip, I've noticed the retail boxes are easier to rip. The packs seem to come open way easier. Okay. Good card. kid card. And then last but not least, last pack. All right, there we go. All right, B3, one quick thing. We're going to let this marinate for a sec because I really got to pee. I didn't pee before we started, and I'm not going to make it. Not going to make it. Thought I was going to. Not going to. So I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break, run, and use the restroom real quick. Then we're going to come back. We will do our retail box that's on the table, our second one. After that, we got 5 blasters left, and then the hobby. So we're about a little more than halfway through. So we're making really good time, being that it's 12:24. We're making really good time. Like I said, quick bathroom break. I will be right back, B3. Give me like 2 minutes. Sorry, B3. The dogs were waiting for me. They had to go potty as well, so we both took a potty break. All right. Retail box number 2. Let's get it. All right. Here we go. Good luck, B3. We're going to do it in quarters. First quarter of the box. Here we go. Ramsey. Josh Allen, Malachi Starks going out to Adam Light. Lamar, Jalen Wright. Best of Panini Instant, Jordan Love going out to E-Dub, the birthday girl. We got Eli, Pacheco, J.J. McCarthy, Njoku, Caleb Johnson going out to Joe Desky. Godwin, Ed Reed, Maserati Marv on the throwback. That is also Joe Desky. Drake London, Jordan Love, Dorsett, Hertz, Makuba going out to Joe Lurch. McLaughlin, Tutu, Best of Panini Instant. That is Malik Neighbors coming down with the touchdown grab. That's B3. Cortland Sutton, Jake the Snake, Trey Tucker, Kurt Warner, Tesla coming back out one more time for rival Donnie Scheffler. You got Jahmyr Gibbs, Devon Achane, White Hot, Luther Burden going out to Ox. We'll take that. T-Law, Thielen, Kamara, Jaden Reed, Lockett on a little press proof for B3. You got Will Johnson going to Joe Desky. Bijan, Zay Flowers on the bomb squad. That is Adam Light. Testaverde, Crosby, T.O., Geno Stone, Alfred Collins going out to Mike Haralambis. We got Ricky, Torrey Holt, and Kyle Williams on the throwback. Mike Haralambis. All right, second quarter. So put us about halfway through. We got Brandon Ayuk, Tank, Myers, Algier, Gunnar Helm coming out for B3 on the unclaimed Titans. Jack Besh, the rookies on the Raiders for B3 on the unclaimed Raiders. Vernon Davis, Woodson, Jonnu, Estime, Adonai, Drake, Trey Harris going out to Adam Light. Trey Benson, Rozier, RJ Harvey going out to Ox on Denver. You got McDonald, Swifty, Boyd, Dickerson, Chamire Dike going out to B3. Trey McBreezy, Elite Series. That one is Joe Desky. You got T-Sizzle, Art Monk, Chubby, Boomer, Jamar, Addison, Shador going out to Joe Lurch. Very nice. Bonito to Ox on the Action All Pros. Dak, Najee, Josie, Theo, Saquon, Dangerous, Pacheco on the press proof for B3. Jahdae Barron going out to Denver. That is Ox. Legend Series Rodney Harrison back out again for Mike Haralambis. You got Hollywood Brown, Jalen Polk, Debo, Cedric Tillman, Jalen Noel going out to Donnie Scheffler. Bucky Irving, Elite Series to Ox. You got Kyron and Cade Otten. Let's clear some of these out. Make some room. All right. Fryermuth, Lynch, Pierce, Carr, JMO, Drake May, Press Proof, Mike Haralambis, Ashton Genty to B3, Isaac Tesla back again. Very nice. Donnie Scheffler will take that. C-Mac, Jennings, Waddle, Downs. You got Ford, DJ Giddens to Matty V, Jerry Jeudy, Jared Verse, Jack Besh going out to B3 on the Gridiron Kings. We got Kendre, Cooper Kupp, Kittle, Mike Williams, T. Ferg going out to the Rams, Joe Desky. Kyle Hamilton Dominators, that is Adam Light. You got James Cook, Big Cat, EJ Speed, Musgrave, Culpepper, Ocho Cinco. Donovan Jackson going out to the Vikings. That one's going to be Joe Desky. Groupie, King Henry, Bo Nix, nice throwback there for Denver. That is Ox. Bonito, Jay Jetta, Cole Kmet, Slim Reaper, Alec Ayomanor going out to B3. MPJ, Worthy, Quinn Ewers on the throwback. Nice one there for Adam Light. Ewers finally coming out. John Jefferson, Pearsall, Mingo, Hester, Mike Green for Adam Light. Then you got Mapu and Scary Terry. Last chunk of the box. Champ is here. Jeremiah Trotter going out to Joe Lurch. I've never seen it red on the top like that. Christian Watson, Edge, JT, Bowers, Tetaroa McMillan coming back out for Ox. Jaden Blue, nice press-proof rookie there for Harlan. Elite Series Tet going out to Ox. There we go. Tet's getting going. Madison, Fairbairn, Brees. You got Trent Green, Okonkwo, Kelvin Banks going out to B3. Brian Dawkins for the Eagles. That is Joe Lurch on the Gridiron Kings. Josh Jacobs, Dwayne Bowe, Gannon, Franklin, AR, Jamal Charles, Quinishon Judkins going out to Joe Lurch. Dominators, James Cook going out to Joe Desky. Then you got Hushmanzada, Murphy, Shake and Bake, Mike Wilson, Mike Evans, Simmons, Torrey Horton going out to Ken Calora. Rousseau, McNabb, Amari, and Hampton going out to Adam Light. Nice throwback there. Gabe Davis, Anzalone, Schultz. You got Henry, Graham Mertz going out to Donnie Scheffler. Moon, Gainwell, Nico Collins going out to Donnie Scheffler on the bomb squad. Then you got Josh Allen, Laporta, Shakir, Olave, Tyler Loop for Adam Light. Moore, Bryce Young, Matthew Golden on the throwback. Nice one there for E, Goff, and Braylon Allen. So the retail boxes give us nothing today. I thought we'd have some better luck with those. I thought they'd be a little better. No dice. No dice on the retail boxes. Good to know. Good to know. All right, let's get these guys sleeved up. You do get a lot of good rookies out of the retail boxes, though. Like I said, you get a lot of the parallels, tons of rookies, so they're nice to load up on some hits, but if you miss the downtown, it's tough. Alright, good to go. All right, let's see here. Seahawks, Browns, Panthers, Fins, Titans, Raiders, Lions, Raiders, Browns, Titans, Raiders, Titans, Bears, Lions, Steelers, and boom. Alright, now Browns are full, so let's cut this down to just quarterbacks. And then the Titans are full, so let's cut that down to just Cam. And I think there's only one. The rest we'll put on the side. Alright, good to go. Bench is good there. Bench is set. Let's get a few more top loaders up here. There we go. All right, second half of the half case. This is number 6. We got 5 left. Well, this and 4 more. 5 total. Empty box. Saw something flash across my phone that the Chiefs acknowledged that they are aware of a domestic violence allegation by a woman who is an ex-girlfriend of Rashee Rice. So Rashee Rice just can't seem to stay out of his own way. I have a feeling his career is going to be just about over soon. As talented as he is, he cannot stay out of his own way. Just wild. You could be making that much money, have that much fame and success, have that great of a scenario to be with Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes, and you got Worthy, you got Kelsey. You just need one solid running back and a few other pieces from being a really big contender again, and you just can't stop getting arrested. You have a hit and run accident, you end up getting in an altercation where you punch somebody in the face. Now you got domestic violence. Like, what are you doing, bro? About to throw your whole career away. Clown. All right, here we go. Tillman, Jamal Charles, Kittle, Adonai, Josh Simmons going out to B3. Will Howard going out to Joe Desky. You got Derwin, Corum, Cousins, Love, Jordan Love on the Elite Series. Very nice. Going out to E-Dub. Lynch, Pierce, Fryermuth, Jewel. We got Dorsett, McConkey, Khalil Mack, Purdy, Cam Ward coming back out for B3. Derek Harmon for Joe Lurch. Gesicki, Burns, Moss, Dortch. Nice production line. That's a short print there. First one we've seen all night. David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs, little thunder and lightning. Theo, Josh Allen, Laporta, Gabe Davis, Emmitt Smith, Will Anderson, Barkley, Trent Green, Bashul Tutton going out to Mike Haralambis. You got Benford, Herbert, K9, Gibson, Tank, little Dylan Gabriel on the rookies. Very nice. Going out to the Brownies, Joe Lurch, Anzalone, Shake and Bake, Michael Wilson, and Gannon. Mike Williams, Drake May, Jalen Hurts, Bledsoe, Emeka Egbuka coming out for Ox, and Arroyo coming out for Ken Kalora. We got DJ Moore, Bryce Young, Kyron, Otten, Genty back again on a white hot for B3. Then you got Troy Franklin, Fairbairn, Brees Hall, C-Watt, little B-Rob, Zerline, Armstead, BTJ, Mbo going out to B3, Watts to B3. You got Hollywood, Polk, Prescott, Najee, Caleb Williams on the bomb squad going out to Ox on the Bears. You got Edge, John Jefferson, Pearsall, Bonito, Dangerous, Okonkwo, Downs, Myers, Brees Hall on the press proof for B3. Riley Leonard for Matty V, ATN for Ox, Moon, Gainwell, Rousseau, McNabb, Justin Jefferson, Speed, Musgrave, and Miller. Nice production line there for Detroit. Swifty and Montgomery will take that. Get these guys top loaded up. Boom. All right, number 7. Empty box. Come on, baby. Give me something good. a fatty right there. There's a patch in that one. Kid card. Send the patch down to the bottom. All right, let's get it. Lucky number 7. Chris Olave leading it off. Pinheiro taking a dive. Pinheiro. You got Levis, Buda Baker, Ayomanor going out to B3, Jackson to Joe Lurch, Overshawn, Mayer, Lockett, Douglas, Ashton Genty on the Elite Series for B3, Ayuk, Tank, Testaverde, Crosby, Mitchell, Caleb, Jaden Reed, Josh Allen. You got T. Ferg going out to the Rams. That is Joe Desky. Giddens to Matty V. We got ATN, Garrett Wilson, QJ, Keekly, Brock Bowers, Galaxy of the Stars. Another nice one there on the short print for B3. T-Law, Thielen, Sutton, Jake the Snake. You got AJ Brown, Newsom, JSN, my homies always gets a sleeve. Starks going out to Adam Light. DK to B3. You got Pitts, Williams, Sneed, Levante, Travis Hunter, White Hot. Nice one there for Mike Haralambis. Puka, Myles Garrett, Neighbors, Hawkinson, Trey Tucker, Boyd, Culpepper, Jamal Charles, Trey Harris going out to Adam Light, and Gunnar Helm to B3. Second half, here we go. We got Donnell Hunter, Mark Brunell, Bucky, Ridley, Joe Burr on the throwback, that is B3, Tyjae, Leggett, Craig, McMillan, Cedric Tillman, Neon Dion, Stevenson, Tyrone Tracy, Cortland Sutton on the press proof going out to Denver, that is Ox, Collins going out to Mike Haralambis, Will Johnson to Joe Desky. You got Xavier McKinney, Fred Warner, DeMarcus Robinson, J.O.K., Javante, Nico, Will Andrews, Natron Means, Slim Reaper, AR, Debo, Chuba, Ashton Genty back again for B3. Josh Jacobs coming out for the Packers. There we go, Aaron. E-Dub getting the threads. Darius Davis, Caden Ellis, TJ Watt, Tater Tot, James Cook, road to the Super Bowl. That is Joe Desky, followed by Drake London, Jordan Love, Malachi, and Fields. Come on, give me a 100-point top loader. There we go. Nice Jacobs there. Then we got the Travis Hunter, White Hot. And the Galaxies of the Stars, Brock Bowers. Heck yeah, we'll take that. Good and good. Got to take Jack Besh out of there because we got too many Genties now.
Okay.
Number 8. 3 to go. Come on, baby. Come on. Need one here, B3. Come on, baby. Let's go. Table's been too hot to let me down now. Come on now. Empty box. Little kid card action. We got a fatty in there? We do. All right. Lucky number 8. Let's get it. Let's get it. Good luck, B3. Good luck. Komet, Simmons, Olave, Pinheiro, Jalen Lane coming out for Goody Goody. Woody Marks for Donnie Scheffler. We got James Conner, Travis Kelce, Likely, Overshown, Megatron, Bomb Squad. Nice one there for Rival. McDonald, Swifty, Janu, Estime, Levis, Baker, Quinyon Mitchell, Caleb, Michael Williams going out to Mike Haralambis, Tyleek Williams going out to Rival. You got Michael Mayer, Tyler Lockett, Demario Douglas, ATN, Wilson, Ayuk, Tank, Testaverde, Crosby, Debo, Chuba, AJ Brown, Newsom, Colson Loveland coming out for Ox, TJ Sanders for Joe Desky. We got Watt, Tater Tot, Pitts, Quincy Williams, White Hot Matthew Golden back again for E-Dub. We will take that. Drake London, Jordan Love, Malachi, Fields, JSN, my homies always gets a sleeve, Trey Tucker, and Tyler Boyd. You got Carson Schweisinger coming out for Joe Desky. And then Jaden Higgins coming out for Rival. You got L'Jarius Sneed, Levante, Hunter, Brunel, Dylan Gabriel coming out in the throwback for Joe Lurch. Puka, Myles Garrett, Neighbors, Hawkinson, Culpepper, Jamal Charles, Tillman, Neon Dion. You got Jake the Snake on a red press proof. Nice color match there for Joe Desky. Stewart for Joe Desky. And Savion Williams for E-Dub. You got Bucky, Ridley, McKinney, Warner, Spears, Leggett, Craig, McMillan, Jaden Reed, Josh Allen, Devonta Smith, AR, Travis Hunter going out to Mike Haralambis. And then Travis Kelce is your Donruss Threads. Nice one there for the Chiefs, B3. QJ, Keekly, Darius Davis, Caden Ellis. You got Eric Dickerson on the Gridiron Kings for Joe Desky, followed by T-Law, Thielen, Sutton, and Jake the Snake. Looks like the Chiefs are finally going to get up on a podium. Not one Jackson Dart all break. I just noticed that. Not one. That is wild. Not a single Dart. I feel like he's just not in boxes on the East Coast. people on the East Coast want them, so they're not putting them in boxes that go here. That's what I think. Prove me wrong. But he has been avoiding me like the plague. Just can't seem to find him. Just wild. The Darty Party is... You know what it is, though? If I hit one, I wouldn't sell it. And I think it's the universe telling me, like, you don't need it yet. Because his cards are at an all-time high right now. I don't think they'll ever be higher than they are right now. So it's like the world just telling me, like, it's okay, just wait. The value will come down. You'll be able to get one. But then again, he could win a Super Bowl next year and it just skyrockets. Unlikely, but possible. All right. We are cruising. All right, here we go. Number 9. Numero 90. Numero 9. Empty box. That one felt thick, but it's not thick. No patch in this one. Straight skinnies. No fatties. Here we go. Good luck, B3. Josh Allen, Jaden Reed, Caleb, Quinyon Mitchell, Riley Leonard going out to Matty V. Trevor Etienne to Ox. You got Jalen Wright, T. Sizzle, Art Monk, Trey Benson. Jalen Noel, the rookies going out to Rival. Jay Jetta, EJ Speed, Musgrave, Kendre Miller, Buda Baker, Levis, Pinheiro, Olave, Keandre Lambert Smith going out to Adam Light, Jaden Blue to Harlan. You got Rozier, Vernon Davis, Woodson, Ricky Williams, Alec Ayomanor going out to B3 on the rookie rev. Cooper Kupp, Jawan Jennings, Waddle, Eli Manning, Simmons, Culpepper, Boyd, Tucker. My homies always gets a sleeve. You got Deontay Thornton Jr. going out to B3. Torrey Holt, Bijan, Gibbs, Achan, Brett Favre on the Bomb Squad going out to E-Dub. Pacheco, Chubby, Boomer, Will McDonald, JSN, Ozzy, AJ Brown, Chuba, Jack Sawyer going out to Joe Desky. Travion Henderson going out to the Patriots, Mike Haralambis. You got Jaleel McLaughlin, Tutu, Godwin, Ed Reed, White Hot, Travis Hunter back again. Mike Haralambis. Swifty, Janu, Estime, Ayuk, Debo, AR, Ocho Cinco, Dickerson, Jordan James for Mike Haralambis, Dylan Gabriel for Joe Lurch. Carmichael, Montgomery, Warren, Montez Sweat. You got Champ is here, Saquon going out to Joe Lurch. Tank, Testaverde, Mad Max, T-Law, Kurt Warner, Charbonnet, Tua, Tyrone Tracy. Hunter Henry, Press Proof going out to Mike Haralambis. Jackson Hawes to Joe Desky. JT to Matty V. Mixon, Taysom, Parsons, Connor, Thielen, Sutton, Jake the Snake, and Drake. All right, we got one blaster left. Come on, baby. We need this one. Need this one to pop. All right. Gabriel, Hunter, Sawyer, Ayo Manor, Blue, Higgins, ATN, and Leonard. All right, let's get this situated here. Get that up there with the Chiefs. All right, last blaster before our hobby. Here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. Empty box. Kid card. This is a thickie. Thickie going down to the bottom. And a little last pack magic. Here we go, B3. Here we go. Last box of the half case. Good luck. All right, we got Donruss Okonkwo, Downs, Myers, James Pierce going out to B3. Tyler Shuck finally showing back up for B3. Warren Moon, Kenny G, Greg Rousseau, Donovan McNabb, Cam Ward coming out for B3 on the Rated Rookie Retro. You got Troy Franklin, Fairbairn, Brees Hall, Seawatt, McCarthy, Higgins, Lofton, Seedy, Grossman, Will Campbell. Nice one there for the Patriots. That is Mike Carolambis. Arian Smith for B3. You got Hushmanzada, Byron Murphy, Jacobs, Bo, Edge, John Jefferson, Pearsall, Bonito, Algier, Njoku, Jason Taylor, Richard Todd. Tez Johnson coming out for Tampa. That is Ox. Tyler Booker for Harlan. Worthy, Groupie, King Henry, James Cook, Luther Burden back on a white hot for Ox. Cooper Kupp, Jennings, Waddle, Eli. Second half. Dobbins, JD5, Vita Vea, Jordan Addison, Luther Burden for Ox, Tyler Warren for Matty V. You got Big Cat, Judy, Verse, C-Mac, Champ is here, Oren Burks. Going out to Joe Lurch on the Eagles. Pacheco, Chubby, Boomer, McDonald, Bowers, Mingo, Carr, T.O., Chamire, DK on the press-proof red. That's a really nice one. I'll take that. Darius Alexander for B3. Jalen Royals for B3. The DK was also B3. Lamar, Jalen Wright, T. Sizzle, Monk, Swifty, Smith, Janu, Estime, Ayuk, Kelly, Jamar, Jonathan Taylor, Ford, Mason Taylor for B3. King Henry coming out. Adam Light on the threads. You got Madison, Mapu, Scary Terry, MPJ, Michael Penix Jr. on the throwback for B3. Then you got Jay Jetta, Speed, Musgrave, and Miller. No downtown tonight. Wow, I am shocked. But that just means we got a lot more coming out of Absolute than we thought. That means that Absolute is going to be even better than I anticipated. 3 patches coming out, though, for the Ravens. The Ravens getting a bunch of napkins today. Bunch of napkins. Bears quietly putting together some volume back there. The Shuckster. All right. Real quick, let's get this back in order. All right, we are ready. Good luck, B3. Good luck. We got our absolute hobby. Grab a few more top loaders just in case we need them. All right, here we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Empty sleeve. There's our box. 1, 2, 3. 3 packs per box, 5 cards per pack. We are empty. Empty. That's the thickest one on the bottom. All right, we'll make that the very bottom. I need a blank. Okay, we're going to use a blank. K9. Coming out for Seattle. Kenneth Walker III. That is Ken Calora. 86 out of 150. 86 out of 150 for Seattle. Ken Calora. Need 100 point for that. So Seattle on the board with K9, 86 out of 150. Very nice. Ken Calora. Now, we do have a Kaboom, and I saw it. We also have, I said it so nonchalantly, we also have a Redemption, and I saw it, but I don't know who they're for. So what I'm going to do is just move them down to the bottom. All right? Down there is a Redemption and a Kaboom. I'm telling you right now, down at the bottom, I'm 99.99999% sure that down at the bottom is a Redemption that I am certain of. 100% certain that there's a Redemption. And I am, God, please don't let me be wrong, but I am like 88% sure that it's a Kaboom. All right? I don't know who's in here watching, but I am like 88% sure. I said 99.9. I said it so nonchalantly because I wasn't 100% sure, but I'm pretty damn sure that it's a Kaboom. Like I'll say 88.5% sure. So I covered it. I slid it to the bottom. We'll look at it at the end. We'll see if I'm right or not. I need another blank now. But I'm like 99.88 point whatever percent. I'm pretty damn sure. All right, B3, I'm pretty damn sure. I'm pretty sure. All right, that's where I'm at. I'm pretty sure. Tua on the base. Coming out for Miami. Miami is Adam Light. I told you we didn't hit any downtowns, so it just meant if you go back like 15 minutes ago, less than 15 minutes ago, I said to you, well, I'm really disappointed we didn't hit any downtowns, but that just means that the absolute hobby box is going to be like twice as good as I thought it would be. That's what I said. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm right. Pretty sure I'm right, but I'm not 100%. I'm just pretty sure. Next one out, Michael Penix. Going out to B3. These are the base cards. They're thick, and I top load and sleeve them because it's a friggin' $800 hobby box. So, you know, I sleeve and top load them all because there's 15 cards in the box, so you figure it's like $80 a card. So I just top load them. So even though they're base, you're going to get them top loaded. Just because I feel like it's the right thing to do. All right, next one out. Ooh, E-Dub. Aaron Wise. This dude was a beast this year until he got hurt. Tucker Kraft. Very nice. On the Draft Diamonds Red. 142 out of 150. The birthday girl, E-Dub. Taking down the Kraft macaroni and cheese. 142 out of 150 on the Tucker Kraft. Very nice. Good for you, E. Glad we got you an actual hit. Very happy for you there on the birthday. What do we got here? Ooh, Charles Wiley Oxendine. Rookie Premier Colson Loveland. 34 out of 399 on the Bears. Rookie Premier swatch. Oop, we ran out of big sleeves, so I got to get more. What time is it? It's 1:22. Is there anybody watching with me right now? Anybody out there? Hello, 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 B3. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Is somebody watching with me? If you are, let me know. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're about to pull a freaking kaboom. And I would just love to know if anyone is actually watching with me, or am I just completely alone? Am I alone in here? Am I about to pull a glass redemption and a kaboom by myself? If I am, please let me know. Please let me know if I'm alone. Oh, I just knocked the garbage over. What am I doing? You know what it is my chair is stuck. I need to get a plastic mat. I've been using this thing out of the Kia Sportage that I bought 3 years ago and totaled when it had 3,000 miles on it. When I got hit by the high school kid who ran a red light. I've been using the floor mat from the trunk as like a roller on the carpet for this chair. But what I really need is like that hard piece of plastic that you lay down, that you put the office chair on, instead of like this carpet on top of carpet, because the chair just gets stuck. It just constantly gets stuck. Alright, what was I doing? I was getting a big sleeve, that's right. Big sleeve for Loveland. And my guy, Charles Wiley Oxendine. Hitting the rookie for the Bears, Colson Loveland. So the Bears officially on the board. Loveland to $3.99. Is there really nobody in here with me? Am I really alone right now? I wonder if someone's watching. Maybe I can sneak up. Ooh, E-Dub. It is your lucky day. Aaron Wise on the Packers. The birthday girl, Matthew Golden Blue, absolute rookie, 11 out of 50. It's crazy because he's number 22. That's 11 times 2 is 22. Matthew Golden going out to the birthday girl, E-Dub on the Golden. Very nice. Glad I can get you a couple of little PC hits here, E-Dub. Heck yeah. Congrats to the birthday girl, Aaron Wise. What else we got? Kyron Williams coming out for the Rams, Joe Desky. This is a 100 base. It's a 100 point, but it's a base. So Kyron on the base. Very nice. They're beautiful cards, even though they're base. They're not numbered. They still look really nice. Jonathan Taylor going out to the Colts. Matty V. He started off so hot this year and then just kind of busted out. You know, just the first half and the second half was a tale of two seasons for Jonathan Taylor. He was like MVP race worthy, leading the way in the MVP race, and then just kind of fizzled out. It's kind of crazy. All right, this one going out to the Niners. Jordan James. That is Mike Haralambis on the rookie. 155 out of 375. Getting the Niners officially on the board. Mike Haralambis. Jordan James with the Niners officially on the board. Now, I know we got more Niners cards over here. Let me find them. There they are. Got 3 Jordan James already, plus a couple of Jordan Watkins. Red press proof, which was a color match. So the Niners kind of needed that to kind of make them catch up a little bit to a decent break. They're having a decent break, but now with the numbered hit, they're having a better break. JT on the red foil, 189 out of 199, going out to Matthew Vanover on the Colts. They also needed a hit. They've gotten a bunch of Tyler Warren and a little bit of Riley Leonard. They got a bunch of rookies, but this definitely puts them on the map with the numbered JT Tomalomalu. 189 out of 199. Almost the B3 101 there. Almost the bookend. We'll take it. Matty V on the board. Oh, that's a nice one. Team tandems. DeMarvion Overshawn, rest in peace. And Micah Parsons moved on to the Packers. So that's a pretty cool card, being that it kind of tells the story of the Packers, or of the Cowboys season. Little dent there on the corner. Dang, that's a big dent. Bottom right corner, very soft, Harlan. Tough corner on that one. But it's DeMarvion Overshawn and Micah Parsons. So Overshawn, unfortunately, took his own life this season. And Micah Parsons moved on to the Packers. 13, lucky number 13, some would say unlucky, out of 115. That's a weird number for it to be out of, too. 13 out of 115. 13 is Overshawn's number. So Overshawn's number is actually on there, so that's pretty cool. It's his jersey number. That's a really cool card. It just kind of tells the story of this year for the Packers. Trading away Micah, Overshawn having some mental health issues, unfortunately taking his own life. Sad story, but a pretty cool card from the sense of like how it tells the story of the 2025 season for the Dallas Cowgirls. Nice hit there, Harlan Benner, and he got a bunch of Jaden Blue to go with it. Not bad. We'll take it. All right, coming up next, which one's the auto? We're going to go from here because the auto is under this one. JD5 going out to Goody Goody. James Goody getting the Jaden Daniels. This one, unfortunately, not numbered, but I don't think you have this one yet. Year 2 JD5 going out to Goody Goody. That's nice. We'll take that. All right, I think we have one auto. So here's the weird thing, though. Did we pull 2 autos yet? We got the patch for Loveland. We got the auto for Matthew Golden for Aaron. And that was it. No other auto yet, right? No. Okay, so we got 2 patches, 1 auto. So I think under here we have auto, kaboom, redemption. I'm pretty sure there's 3 cards left, and it's auto, kaboom, redemption. Yeah, I think it's going to go auto, blank, kaboom, redemption. I think. All right, here we go, B3. Let's get into it. Good luck. The auto going to be, wow. By the way, this was the blank. 47 out of 49 teal foil RPA Michael Williams. 47 out of 49. Two color, one color with the auto. Beautiful card. Mike Haralambous stays hot. Mikey has been on fire, and it's continuing. He hit the Ashton Genty kaboom last break, or Ashton Genty downtown last break. And now he's getting the Michael Williams RPA. Bang. Numbered to 49. And the Niners officially on the board. They were on the board with Jordan James, but this just one-upped it and made it even better. It is a kaboom. It's a kaboom, B3. It's a kaboom. I'm not even going to slow roll it. We're just going to do it. Joe Namath Super Bowl kaboom. Wow, that is a big-time Jets hit for the $18 team. Joe Namath kaboom for the unsold Jets $18 team. That is wild. Wild. I got to look up what the value of this card is for an $18 team. 2025 Joe Namath kaboom. Sold. Let's go to sold. I see one listed for $900. The gold went for $3,900. The gold. And $3,600. The base, the one that the purple went for $10,000. Now the base, this one right here, this Joe Namath kaboom on an $18 team. I would have taken $15 if somebody had offered it. $700 last sold. $700 last sold. This is why I didn't mind. I wanted to sell them, but they didn't sell, and that's okay. I didn't mind taking the risk on keeping $300 worth of teams or $200 worth of teams, because the kaboom is the most valuable super short print they have, other than the Color Blast out of Prism. Holy cow. And we still have one more hit. B3, I'm telling you, this break table is on another heater. We go on runs like this, and when they happen, it's insane, but you can't sleep on it. When we start to go on runs like this, ask anyone, Mikey, tell him. Joe Desky, tell him. Joe Lurch, tell him. Y'all have seen the runs we've been on. I mean, Adam, you came in on a run. Adam Light, you came in on a run when we were pulling downtowns every break for like 9 breaks in a row. When this table gets hot, it gets absolutely scorching. Holy bananas. 75 point might be a little too big for this, so I got to take it out. I bet PSA 10, this card goes for $1,500. I can pretty much guarantee it. Holy shit, B3. Holy shit. I'm saying it. I'm cursing. I don't care. We've been live for 2.5 hours. No one's going to hear it at this point. Holy shit. Holy shit, B3. What a freaking night. What a break. I really wish it was a Jackson Dart, but I will find a way to trade this for a Jackson Dart. Even if I got to pay cash on top, I will find a way. I will find a way to turn this Joe Namath. I will find a Jets fan with a Jackson Dart kaboom, and I will find a way to trade it into a Jackson Dart kaboom. Bang, B3. 1, 2, bang. All I got to say about that. One more card down here. Redemption. That was the blank that we used to cover. Holy cow. All I can say is holy cow. We're going to put the Packers right up front for E-Dub too, because they had themselves a day. San Fran had a day. Holy crap. Holy shit. What a break. Still got one more card coming. Could be a glass. Could be a glass, which is another ultra rare. Or it could be an auto. I have a feeling it's an auto because we've only got two. But sometimes they will give you 2 ultra rares instead of a third auto. I've seen it. We've seen it. Sometimes they'll give you double up on the ultra rares instead of the autos. So it could happen. Let's find out what it is though. I can't believe we pulled that freaking kaboom. Holy cow. All right, who is the redemption? Who is it going to be, B3? Who is it going to be? Let me see if I can at least get the card size to show. Okay, so it's sport football. Let's see if we can get it in focus. Can you guys see it? Will it come into focus? Sport football. Program is 2025 absolute. Come on, come into focus. Focus in. Signature Rookie Spectrum. So Sport Football 2025 Absolute. You got Card Set Signature Rookie Spectrum. It is card number 104. Arian Smith. He is a Jet. Jets on the auto redemption as well. Holy shit, B3. The cheapest team in the break, the $18 team, ends up stealing the kaboom and the redemption. At the end, I was so hoping somebody bought the Jets and one or two of the rest of the teams because I had them super cheap. Atlanta 23, Jets 18, and what was it? It was there was a $30 team. Cincy down to 30. And I was like, oh, hopefully someone will just jump on them because they're super cheap. Man, holy cow, B3. I don't even know what to say. Super Bowl kaboom, Joe Namath, Broadway Joe. I know there's Jets fans out there that are going to want that card. I'm certain of it. And then the Arian Smith, the rookie receiver, redemption auto, plus Golden, plus Michael. What a freaking break. Holy cow. I am at a loss for words. I am speechless at this point. I am at a loss for words. Holy cow. I can't believe we just pulled that. One of the all-time most valuable cards out there. Kaboom. Boomski. Wow. All right, well, let's get ready for the recap. Holy cow, B3. I don't even know what to say. I mean, I really wish I would have pulled it for one of you guys, but like I said, I didn't mind keeping a few teams because I knew that was a possibility. Like, I knew it was possible. Of course, I didn't know it was going to happen. You can never know that's going
that it's actually going to happen, but I knew it was possible. So I was like, all right, worst case scenario, I hit a kaboom, I sell it. I'll get the cost of the break back that way. But did not expect it to be that. Broadway Joe kaboom. That's the first kaboom he's ever had, I'm pretty sure. That's just wild. I don't even know what to say. I mean, I didn't even get a single Jackson Dart in the entire break, though. Look at that. Jackson Dart didn't come out at all for me. Not once. Not once. Not one single Jackson Dart in 2 whole retail boxes and 12 blasters and a hobby box. Not a single Jackson Dart. Wild. It's just weird how that stuff, how it works sometimes. It's just weird how it rolls. I'm just getting ready for the recap, B3, so just bear with me for a second while I kind of get caught up over here on the bench so I can get everything ready to go so we can recap it. Holy cow. What a break. Let me get this stuff out of the way. That's why you go for the kaboom, though. That's why you go for the kaboom. Can't be afraid to chase absolute. Because when it pays off big. Holy cow. Alright. That's one stack. That's the other stack. Let me get these out of the way. What time is it? 1:45. Dang, it got late. It got late. I gotta get my butt to bed. Alright, let's get the garbage out of the way. There we go. Get the recap ready to go. Alright, obviously the Jets top winner tonight.
golden, 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 Savion. So there's that. And I would say it's probably after that. Probably the Cowgirls. And then the Bears. You got a numbered to 199. Who else got numbered hits? There we go. Numbered to 150. So I'd have to say the Seahawks are next. Then the Colts. Alright, now that that's done, where do we go from there? I'd have to say probably Shuck. And Cam Ward. There goes my podium. All right, good. Now we go to the Texans. All right, there's our recap, B3. Ready to go. Where's my dust gun? Oh, that's a lot of dust. Plaxico was collecting dust back there. I had to clean them off. There we go. Sometimes you never really realize how dusty the card table gets from all the card dust. You know, you rip open so many packs, you get a lot of card shrapnel everywhere. You never really realize how dusty it gets until you look into a corner and you're like, oh, dang. How did that get so dirty? How did that get so dusty? Okay. All right. Question is, how many racks do we need? 2. 2 is the answer. Perfect. All right, let's get everything caught back up here. Get some sleeves reloaded. I already reloaded the top loaders, so we're good there. Boom. All right. Looks like we are good to go. Let me just make sure. Yep, we should be good to go. All right, let's get to it. Recap underway. Congrats to the hitters. Let's get it. Joe Deske on the Vikings, getting Ty Felton on a rated. Joe Deske also on the Bills, getting Jackson Hawes twice. Goody on the Commanders, getting Jalen Lane twice. Joe Deske on the Rams, getting Terrence Ferguson 3 times. Ox on the Broncos, getting Pat Bryant. Then you got R.J. Harvey on a Donruss throwback. What is up with that penny sleeve? Also R.J. Harvey on a rated. Bucks, this is also Ox. Getting Tez Johnson on a rated 3 times. Emeka Egbuka twice. Going to the Patriots, Mike Haralambis, Kyle Williams twice. Kyle Williams on the throwback. Travion Henderson twice. Adam Light on the Chargers. You got Trey Harris 3 times. Omarion Hampton once, plus Hampton on the throwback and Hampton on the rookies. Houston, rival, Donnie Scheffler. Getting the Graham Mertz on a rated twice. Jaden Higgins on a rated. Higgins on a Gridiron Kings. Higgins, the rookies. You got Jalen Noel on a rated 3 times. Jalen Noel, the rookies. And then Woody Marks twice. Joe Desky on the Cardinals, one of the last spot mojo spots, getting the Maserati Marvin Harrison Jr. on the Threads. Adam Light on the Ravens, getting Malachi Starks on a press proof rated. Kyle Hamilton on the Donruss Threads Mem twice. And King Henry on the Threads. That's a nice patch. You got the jersey with the holes in it and not just the plain napkin. Joe Lurch on the Eagles, picking up the Kyle McCord. Why can't I get that piece of fuzz off there? There we go. Kyle McCord rated. And Donruss Threads Saquon Barkley. Then we go to the Panthers. This is Ox as well. Nick Scouton. Trevor Etienne. 3 times on a rated. Tedoroa McMillan. Twice on the rated, once on the Elite Series, and then Chuba Hubbard on the Threads. Then we go to the Chiefs. This was B3 on the Chiefs. Jalen Royals 3 times on a rated. Royals also on the rookies. You had a Donruss Threads, Travis Kelce. Joe Desky also on the Pittsburgh Steelers. You got Jack Sawyer twice on a rated. Will Howard on a rated. Will Howard the rookies. Caleb Johnson on a rated, and then the short print Rookie Revolution Will Howard. Jags, Mike Haralambis. You've got Bayshell Tutton on the Elite Series. Bayshell Tutton on a rated twice. Then you get to Travis Hunter. Hold on. That goes there. There we go. Travis Hunter on a rated. Travis Hunter throwback rated. Travis Hunter twice on the White Hot, once on the Bomb Squad. Nice night for Mike Haralambis on the Jags. More on Mike later. Let's take it all the way down to the Brownies. Brownies had a lot of volume. All right, Miami. Adam Light, you got Ollie Gordon on a rated, Quinn Ewers on the throwback rated, and then the short printed Optic Hollow Preview. Kenneth Grant. Nice and clean there. Also nicely centered. That's a nice looking optic. Donnie Scheffler on the Lions. You got Isaac Tesla on a rated. Tesla on the throwback rated. Rated rookie retro twice for Tesla. And then the short print production line. David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. Giants B3. You got Abdul Carter twice on a rated. Cam Scattaboo, I believe, twice on a rated. And then Scattaboo on the Rookie Revolution short print. No Jackson Dart tonight. B3 also on the unclaimed Falcons. You had James Pierce on a throwback. And then Bijan Robinson on the short print Galaxies of the Stars. Very nice. B3 also on the unclaimed Raiders. You had Jack Besh on a rated. Jack Besh Gridiron Kings. Jack Besh the Rookies. Ashton Genty on a rated 3 times. Genty Elite Series. Genty White Hot twice. And then Brock Bowers on the short printed Galaxy of the Stars. Nice night for the Raiders. Joe Lurch on the Brownies. You got Schweisinger on a rated. Dylan Sampson on a rated. Harold Fannin Jr., rookie tight end, twice on a rated. Quinshon Judkins twice on a rated. Then you had Mason Graham on the Elite Series rookies. You had Dylan Gabriel twice on a rated. Gabriel on the retro Donruss rookie. Gabriel on the throwback rated. Gabriel the rookies. Then you had Shador twice. Not a bad night for the Brownies when you think about it in volume.
Just trying to get the bench together, so bear with me a second, B3. All right, good. That's good. All right. Moving on down, we'll take it all the way down to the Colts. All right, so B3 on the unclaimed Titans, you had Gunnar Helm 3 times on a rated. Gunnar also on the red press proof rated. Alec Ayomanor on a rated 3 times. Ayomanor also on the Elite Series and on the short print Rookie Revolution. You had Chimere DK on a rated 3 times. DK on the red press proof rated, Cam Ward on a rated, Cam Ward on a white hot, Cam Ward on a rated rookie retro. B3 also on the unclaimed Saints. You had Tyler Shuck on a rated twice. Tyler Shuck on the retro Donruss. Shuck on a red hot. Not a bad night for the Titans and the Saints. Matthew Vanover on the Colts. You had Riley Leonard on a rated 3 times. Tyler Warren on a rated 3 times. Tyler Warren on the throwback Donruss. Warren the rookies. Warren White Hot. And then a JT Tamalawalu. 189 out of 199 on the red foil numbered rookie. Nice night for Matty V on the Colts. Keeping it moving. We're going to go all the way down to the Packers. All right. Ken Kalora on the Seahawks. You got Elijah Arroyo on a rated twice. Torrey Horton on a rated twice. Jalen Milroe on a rated. Milroe White Hot. And then K9 Kenneth Walker, the third, 86 out of 150 on the red foil numbered. Nice night for Seattle. Bears. This was Ox as well. Luther Burden on a rated 3 times. Luther Burden on a white hot 3 times. Colson Loveland on a rated. Colson Loveland on a red hot. And then Colson Loveland came out on the rookie premier jersey swatch numbered 34 out of 399. I wish it was 84. It would have been the jersey number. Nice night for Ox on the Bears. Harlan Benner on the Cowgirls. Jaden Blue on a rated 3 times, plus also the press proof red rated. He looked good against the Giants last week of the season. Then you got the team tandem dual jersey swatch between Micah Parsons, who they traded away, and DeMarvion Overshawn, who unfortunately took his own life. It is numbered 13 out of 115, and that is Overshawn's number, 13. So I thought it was a really cool card that for Cowgirls fans kind of tells the story of the season for 2025. I bet someone would want this. This is a nice little hit there, Harlan. Now the Packers, this is Aaron Wise. It's Aaron's birthday. Aaron has been one of our biggest customers for a very long time. Very happy for her to, get a nice little hit on her birthday. She deserves it. Happy for you, E. Josh Jacobs on a Donruss Threads. Then you got Savion Williams on a rated. You've got Tucker Kraft on a red foil draft diamonds numbered 142 out of 150. You got Matthew Golden on a retro. Matthew Golden on a rated. Matthew Golden on a throwback rated. Matthew Golden on 2 white hots. And then Matthew Golden on a blue foil rookie auto numbered 11 out of 50. What a night to be on the Packers. Congrats, E. Very happy for you. Niners. This goes back to Mike Haralambis, who had a great break last break with the Ashton Genty downtown, and he parlayed it into tonight. Jordan Watkins on a rated twice. Jordan James on a rated twice. Jordan James on a red press proof rated. Nice color match there for the Niners. You also had Jordan James on a rookie numbered 155 out of 375. And then Michael Williams on a teal foil RPA quad patch with the auto numbered 47 out of 49. 2 color, 2 color, 1 color, 1 color.
Really nice hit there from Mike Haralambis on the rookie linebacker. Then last but not least, the biggest break of the night went to the Jets. Also the cheapest team. They were $18 and they went completely unclaimed. I dropped them from, I think it was 24 to 22. No, from 22 to 20 to 18. They went unclaimed, so I kept them. They crushed it. Mason Taylor, son of Jason Taylor, the great Dolphin, came out on a rated twice. Arian Smith, wide receiver, came out twice on a rated. We also hit the Arian Smith signature rookie spectrum auto on a redemption. And then the Joe Namath Super Bowl kaboom. $720 last comp. Monster. Holy cow, Broadway Joe. What a night. Just goes to show you when you see those, cheap teams sitting there last spot mojo, worth the gamble is all I'm going to say. Worth the gamble. Great night, B3. I'm sorry I couldn't pull you guys a downtown. That's clearly what I would like to do. But I'm telling you, the break table's hot. There's more coming. When we go on runs like this, they don't stop for a while. We go on these lengthy runs, so keep your eyes open, B3. I got a feeling we got another really nice break coming. Probably going to do 5 megas, 10 blasters, and a hobby. 5 megas of Donruss, 10 blasters. We're going to find another downtown, maybe 2, and then rookies and stars, which always comes with 2 autos, 2 mems. Usually has a bunch of hits in it. So keep your eyes peeled. It's coming soon. B3, Happy New Year.